All right, so in this video, we are finding the first 5 terms of a geometric sequence giving 2 distinct points. And so the first thing we want to do is use them. So a sub 3, which is 1 over 32, would be a sub 1, and then again, it's 2 r's. Remember, if we have a 3, you're going to multiply the r twice, or you could just think of plugging the 3 into your formula. 3 minus 1, right there, is 2. And so then a sub 11 would be 10 r's. Now, what this means is that 1 over 32 is equal to a sub 1 r squared, and 8 is equal to a sub 1 r 10. These two are equal. So what we can do is take these two on the left and divide them like this. I can divide this side by 1 over 32 as long as I divide this side by a1 r squared. I'm dividing both sides by exactly the same thing because they are equal. So plugging this into my calculator, 8 over 1 over 32, that gives me 256. So now I'm left with a sub 1 r10 over a sub 1 r squared. Pretty cool little trick, right? So now a sub 1 cancels, and you end up with r8, and there's our formula. So 256 equals r8. So now you just have to take the 8th root in your calculator. So we take 256, you do an exponent, and you put 1 divided by 8. That is the 8th root of 256. Hit enter and it says 2. So our ratio here is 2. So now to find a sub 1, you can either take the third term and just keep dividing backwards, or you just take one of your two terms, and so I'm picking the 8 because it looks nicer, and we plug in our 2. So if you saw that before, r8 is equal to a sub 1 r10. Plugging in 2, we get this. And so now we will just divide both sides by 2 to the 10th. Plug that in our calculator. So 8 divided by 2 to the power of 10. And it says ouch. So you do math, fraction, enter, and it says 1 over 128. Now what if it says I'm not doing that? Then what you would do is just split it 2 over 10, and you get 1024, and then you would have to reduce it by hand. 8 over 1024 reduced would be 128. So this is 8 over 1024, which is 1 over 128. And that's our a sub 1. So now we know that a sub n is equal to a sub 1 r to the n minus 1, and we plug them in. So a sub n is equal to 128, and then our ratio was 2. And now we find the requested terms. So it's saying to find the first 5 terms of our geometric sequence. So I'm not going to even use the formula. It's 1 over 128, and then we're going to multiply by 2, right? So this would be 1 over 64 times 2 again would be 1 over 32, and that should check. See, a sub 3 was 1 over 32. Everything's great. Times 2, that would be 1 over 16, and then 1 over 8. And those are my first 5 terms. Now, there is a quicker way of doing this, which is a little more logical thinking. So what we're doing point-wise again is we're going from 3, 1/3 of 32, to 11, 8. So let's look at this with Desmos. So our third point right here is 1 over 32, and our other point is 8. So if you think about it, to go from 3 to 11, I would have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, because 11 take away 3 is 8. So I would have to do 8 ratios to get to 8. So 11 minus 3 is 8. This means that I would have to do 8 ratios to go from 1/32 to 8. So if I take those two and divide them, what it is doing is telling me what I have to multiply by. So if you think about it, 1 over 32 times something to equal 8. So that something would be 8 over 132. And then that's exactly the same formula we got here. This is r to the 8 equals 256. and then we would go 8th root and 8th root. So r equals 256 to the 8th, just like before. And there you have it. So you can do it algebraically, or you can do it logically, thinking about 1/32 to 8 would be what times to get there and how many ratios would I need to use. Your choice. All right, thank you.